21s.
Peace to the people. Seven.
Okay, we got some sound. Let me do some shares. Let me do some invites. Peace to everybody in the YouTube. Peace to everybody, all the family, holding it down, holding it up, holding it left, right, left, right. Put something in the comment section, please. This is going to be an interesting discussion. As usual, let me share this video. Shout out to Sister Precious Diamante. I see you in here, Queen. Who else in here? Let's get this party started. Pardon me. Yeah, let's get this party started. Um, we clocking in at. I did my best to come in at 1:31. They was blocking the network. You know how it is. It is what it is. Share this video. Let me start a couple watch parties. Let me do what it do. Start a watch party up. Shout out to everybody that is growing their food. Yeah, the comments pop up on the screen. When you make a comment, it actually pops up on the screen now. If you make a donation, also, it will pop up on the screen right there too. All right, so if anybody make a donation, that'll be what's up. I already know. We on the grind right now. Everybody on the grind. I do have a cash app. That is Lazarus Lamel 131. Put the money sign up with it. All right, I do have a cash app available, and I do have a PayPal available for anybody that wants any books. So I will be sharing a book. I will be leaking a book today. I will be leaking one of my books today that I will be dropping. All right. Soon as I build up more or less a following for the book or interest for the book, I'll drop it. Okay. Now this is going to be Master Key Application 128. All right. I was going to call this Master Key application. Shout out to everybody in the YouTube. Thank you. Blessings. Listen. Shout out to Sister Sabrina. I see you. Look, I was going to call this Master Key Application 777, but it's going to be called Master Key Application 128. All right? It's a super reason why it's going to be called 128. All right? So if you did your lunar math, you know 28 square in lunar math is 128. You know that. And 28 deals with the time keeper. All right? It deals with the keeper of time. Y'all know that. All right? You see the hourglass, and then you see the number 2, which deals with self. All a part of that. So shout out to everybody that's participating in the broadcast. Shout out to everybody enjoying life in general. Thank you. Like I said, I'm still trying to set this up a little bit, try and get this party started. Can I get a share? I will be talking about the Codex today. I will be talking about the Codex. I will be breaking down some stuff from the cradle to the grave. From the cradle to the grave. I will be breaking down some stuff from that book. Definitely, this book is going to be a classic. It's going to be a classic. It's going to be a classic. And not only that, everybody is going to need this book in general for the process of converting your last will and testament to an IPv6. All right. So for all the people that was interested in that discussion, oh man, I'm going to tell you, it's not going to be an easy discussion. Real talk. Only thing I can tell you is that you should be taking notes. You know what I'm saying? You should be taking notes on this discussion right here, because this has become a college forum. Literally, from the broadcast that I'm gonna do from the cradle to the grave, you'll be able to pass an A plus certification. That means you can get a job somewhere. Literally, networking and stuff like that. What do you think it's going to be coming to? If you can't move any place, you got to set up private networks. You got to be able to distribute information, encrypt information in small networks. That's going to be the new wave. I'm telling you, if you don't get with it, you're going to lose out. You know, it's coming to a time where we wondering when the Mad Max party going to start. When this world is going to start to look like Mad Max. I know y'all feel like that. Shout out to Sister Kimberly. I see you. I know it's a lot of people. Shout out to Sister Tia. I see you, Queen. Look, I know it's a lot of people saying that to themselves. They like, man, yo, when this world is going to turn into Mad Max. It already been that way. It literally already been that way. So, only thing I can say is hold on. Hold on. You gotta train yourself. You gotta train yourself and train your children and train your tribe to be able to survive. Alright? So shout out to everybody that is a part of our family. We just started a new community called Everyone Growing Food. All right, Everyone Growing Food. That is the name of the new community. All right, Everyone Growing Food. Peace to everybody that is a part of that node. All right. Now, someone said, well, Everyone Growing Food. Are you serious? Yes. Literally, we started up a new community of Everyone Growing Food. You know, it is a prerequisite of our community that you have to at least grow something. All right. Now, literally, your job is to grow food to feed a family of 20. That is another thing too. All right. But if you growing something, you got to start. But as you enter our community, you must know that you must grow food to feed a family of 20. That's something that we have actually made a bond to. We have made a promise. Everybody that's a part of our family, that's what we doing, period. And if you part of the family, please share this video. Not only that, you'll be able to do business with us when we grow our organic vegetables or move our crops to the destination where we need to be. I told y'all that. So now they shutting down everything. They beginning to show y'all that they can do martial law in any situation. Now you got to know how to create or move throughout the mainframe, how I was telling you all along. What I was telling you all along. I got so many people coming up to me, hitting me up, telling me, yo, Laz, what's going on with this Codex? What's going on with the Codex? What is the Codex? I'm telling you right now, if you don't know the Codex, you are literally going to be lost. You're literally going to be lost in the age of what we call information. Thank you for the share, Sister Joya. Anybody else going to share the video, let me know. Listen what I'm telling y'all. All right? So, people are getting wiped out. People are getting wiped out before your eyes. You say, really? Yeah. Only the strong going to survive. The weak is going to fold, period. In this way, in this life that we live in, it's rich or poor. We seen that. We see it right now. It's only rich or poor. You see the rich right now, what are they doing? The rich are starting to hide. The rich are starting to go places and starting to go in different places where, you know, we don't have access to them. Why? Why, y'all? Y'all gotta think about it. All the rich, man, the rich are going places where we don't have access to them. Where we don't see, or the celebrities or those that are privy in our society. Guess what? Which the public had some form of access to. Now you see that you don't have access to these characters and they going into their caves somewhere for some reason. All right? Somebody knows something. And as you know, this has become a military situation. This has actually become a military situation, whether you want to accept that idea or not. That's all I can say. Peace to everybody sharing the video. Shout out to Sister Jem and the family. Shout out to everybody that supports the movement. Look at this. I got a treat for everybody. You already know. Let me do it like this.
That's to bring people back to the glory of God. It's
I love y'all.
But murder. That's been nothing but hate. What's up, my brother? Come here, my brother. It's been nothing but hate and words. Everybody killing each other. For what? For what reason? That we killing each other. For a goddamn battle. For a goddamn battle. I'ma say this. I'ma bless this place. I'ma bless this place. I've been all over the United States of America. Now people know. They have known me as Lazarus. They have known me by many other names. But I'm here for one reason. To love. God bless you. It's hope, all right? It's hope. Hope is coming, all right? Hope is coming, all right? You don't want to be like this no more. Hope is coming, yo.
Yeah. Sojourner. I'm a 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 sojourner. Man, I'm just dressed in black. I'm just trying to find my map. Niggas always talking smack. Make me go and get the strap. It seems like I'm ducking clones. Niggas always in my zone. It feels like I'm not alone. I'm just trying to get these papes, so I'm out here pushing weight. In the game, it's no escape. Get your paper, get your cheese, get your dough, get your moolah, get your bread, get your cheddar, get your chicken, get your money. If you holding on the dollar, then you flip it to 100. Post up with the family, cause you get it how you want it. Sojourner. I'm a 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 sojourner. Zero of this shit. Like, you looking at somebody that is a victim of this shit. Not nobody watching this shit on TV. Not nobody like enjoying the fucking show. Not nobody enjoying the fucking show. Do you understand that? Like, I'm in Harlem. In the middle of this shit. New York fucking City. Where they don't got no motherfucking answer. Where they shutting shit down. And it's bad enough that we all in fucking cages anyway in New York.
been nothing but murder. That's been nothing but hate. What's up, my brother?
Okay, what's up? We needed a little commercial break a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We needed to zone out. I needed everybody to feel the vibe that I'm feeling right now for everything I've been through. You know, with the migration, escaping New York, people don't understand that it is real. It is totally real, man. You know, escaping New York, it wasn't easy. It really wasn't easy at all. You know, thank you for everybody that made it possible. All right. Now, people wondering when the world is going to turn into Mad Max. Unfortunately, the world has already turned into Mad Max. People is just sitting back, people trying to figure out what they're going to do, when they're going to do, how they're going to do it. But either way, we got to do it. All right? Now, we starting a community up. If you're a part of the community, that's what's up. All right? If you're not a part of the community, all you got to do is reach out. That's it. You just got to play your part, and we'll play our part. But at the same time, everyone growing food. We encouraging each other to grow food. All right? Now, you might not know everything, and anything you know about growing your own food in containers as well. You're not growing your food on the land or in the land unless you own that land and you got people, dead people of your family buried on that land. All right? But literally you can plant in the land if you choose. That's up to you. All right? But the idea is to plant in containers. That's what I'm telling everyone. I'm telling everyone, you know, if you plant in the ground, that's cool. But what I really want y'all to do is get containers. That is what you are supposed to be doing. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Growing your food in containers. All right? Now, also, you need to bless your dirt. It's many things that's associated with growing your food. It's not just about just like people just grabbing stuff from the store and just thinking about bat. What about blessing the dirt? You got to bless the dirt. You got to think about it. That's the earth. Everyone came from the earth. Everyone returns to the earth in some form of fashion. Everyone gets what they need from the earth. So when you starting off, literally, you know, you should be blessing the earth, you know, before you even start your plan. I'm just keeping it real. Can I get a share? Can I get a share? Real talk. Can I get a share, y'all? Share the video. Like, it ain't hard. I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to show you how to do it. Pit out, pow, start a watch party up because somebody needs this message whether you need it or not. I mean that. And if you want to check out, go ahead and check out because I really don't care. I say that and I'm going to start saying that because, you know, it's quality over quantity. Real talk. It's quality over quantity. I'm not dealing with no hocus pocus, mumbo jumbo. This is about survival. If you about this work, let's get it. If you're about this work, stop playing with your life. Stop playing with my life. Let's get it. Because I ain't even talking, even though I'm talking on here. I mean that. Shout out to everybody that's a part of the movement. Can I get a share? Can I get 10 shares? Can I get 10 shares? People are locked in their house. Doing what? Watching Netflix or getting educated. Education has been suppressed. People have been locked in their homes and then education has been more suppressed. With being locked in the home. Because people stressed out. Can I get a share? Shout out to everybody making comments. Your comment is on the screen. Pop it off. Let's get it popping. Real talk. So, now, like I was saying, I was gathering dirt today, right? I'm doing my thing in the process. I told people this. I said, man, yo, grab your containers. You can do what you do. But I'm telling you, this was going on with me and my family, what we doing. So we grabbed containers. Me and my family grabbed containers up. We knew what type of containers we wanted to grab. I got a list. I checked it twice. I seen who was naughty and I seen who was nice. Real talk. So when I built this list up, I said, man, this is what I'm going to grow. This is what I'm going to do. I got the containers for all the stuff that I want to grow already. Just thinking about it before I even started jumping in the situation. Hopefully you can take notes. Now, the next thing is I just went and got some dirt. You know what I'm saying? I bought some store-bought dirt because I know they got some of that bullshit, but some of that good shit in it. But you know what I did? I went and took a trip in the forest, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I went and took a trip in the forest, deep in the forest. I said, man, look, we going deep in the forest. I took some buckets. Yo, my word, I had to get diesel today. I had to get cop diesel. Buckets weighing 150 pounds, dragging them out of the forest. I'm telling you. That's what I did. Shout out to Asar, everybody in Harlem holding it down. Peace, King. Everybody in Harlem, hold your head up. Shout out to Asar Hotep. You know, Rahu back. Rahu back to you, King. But yeah, I told everybody this. Grab your food up, start growing it. But yeah, going to the forest, that's what I did. I went and grabbed, you know, dirt from the forest, deep in the forest, deep in the roots of the forest, grabbing that type of dirt. And they say, Lamel, why would you grab that dirt? That's the hardest dirt to grab because you have to pick through the roots and you have to go through the roots. Didn't I tell you this is about the Codex or what? Did I not tell you this is about the Codex? All right, the Codex means the trunk of the tree. If you chop the tree down, just like they trying to chop the family tree down, what remains? The root still remains. Am I right or wrong? The root still remains. So we know the routes that we need to travel. We literally know the routes that we need to travel. All right? So boom. Like I said, I went and got my dirt. But it's something that I'm going to do with my dirt tonight when I get off this broadcast. When I get off this broadcast, I'm going to bless my dirt. What are you talking about? I grab that dirt up. I'm going to do so much stuff to that dirt tonight. I'm going to do so much blessings and so much stuff that's attached to my situation. Guess what? That dirt is going to be me. Because what you don't know is that the earth craves blood. The earth craves everything to know that you are a part of it, whether you know it or not. You say, for real? Yeah, that's why you wonder why different hurricanes happen in your situation, different earthquakes happen in your situation, or different whatever, because the earth doesn't know you and the earth craves blood. You say, man, Mother Earth is a bitch. You say, Mother Earth is a bitch. Yeah, Mother Earth is the lowest bitch that you even can imagine. Mother Earth. Yeah, she craves blood at times. Whether you know it or not, she craves blood at times. Because people don't recognize or serve what we supposed to be serving. And that's facts. We don't recognize the earth. We don't give and take. Give and take. When I say this, give and take, when we come up to a plant, like a lot of times we buy our plants from the damn grocery store and then we don't engage in the process of give and take. And as aboriginals of this planet, of aboriginals of this continent, the Walu, we engaged in the process of give and take when we grab something from a plant, meaning that we gave something back to the plant when we took from it. So it will always be a cycle of give and take where the plant will never poison us and the plant will always be there to heal us. What are you talking about? What are you really talking about? What's really good? What's really good? But yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm truly talking about. Pardon me if I'm too loud. Pardon me if I'm yelling. Pardon me if it's too whatever. I'm turned up. I'm turned up right now. I'm feeling good for what it's worth. They got me locked in the crib. You locked in the crib. Let's go. Can I get a share? Share it. You shared it once. Share it again. You say, oh, really? Yeah. Do the Dougie with it. Real talk. I mean that. But I'm going to tell you this. You grab your dirt up. Once you grab your dirt, you get your seeds that you want. You need a list of the stuff that you're going to grow. Y'all coming at this shit wrong. Y'all not writing down, y'all not itemizing the inventory of what you're planning. You got to itemize that stuff. Literally, you got to have an inventory of what you're planning, when you're planning, how you're planning. You got to have, don't you got a birthday? I just want to know. Don't y'all niggas got a birthday? Do you not have a birthday or not? So you expect to plant seeds and don't have a birthday associated or a line or a zodiac or nothing associated with these things when you plant them. You just fucking planting them. You just plant these seeds like, no. No, 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 no. I suggest that you name every plant. Every plant needs a name. Every plant that you have needs a name. You say, well, this is a tomato. Fuck no, it's not a tomato. Yeah, it's not a tomato. It's not a tomato. You name that plant. Every plant that you grow, you name it. Literally. Literally, you name that plant. Real talk. You say, really, Lamel? You really affectionate about the stuff that you eat? Yeah, it gives life to me, right? It gives life to me. I'm going to be dependent on this to survive. What do you think I'm going to be doing? I'm going to be naming it. You got a name, right? And you got a number. Dial it up. I'm dialing it up right now. Shout out to everybody that supports. But listen to me. So you get your dirt, you get your seeds, you start to do some real voodoo. You start to do it like for real, if you want to say it like that. But you get affectionate with your dirt. You get affectionate with your seeds. You start talking to them. You say, look, man, y'all are going to give life to me. Look, we are going to do this all together. Just what you talk to your seeds, man. Real talk. You hear me? You got to talk to your seeds. Talk to your seeds. Look, you might say, man, Lamel, you getting real crazy. You getting real crazy now, Lamel. You getting real crazy. Listen, man. No, I'm not. Plants hear you, whether you know it or not. Plants hear vibrations. Plants feel vibrations from the cradle to the grave. From the cradle to the grave, the plants feel the vibration. So it's important. It's very important for you to talk to them plants. It's very important for you to have itemize your plants, and you to have a list of your plants when you planted them, when the birthday for each plant is. I'm dead serious. When you laid the ground, for real. What are you going to do? Because whether you know it or not, we need to depend on these things for our future. We need to depend on these things for the future of our existence. Okay, just like the seeds that we raising up, we need to depend on them for the future of our existence. And I want you to go to Matthew 13. That's everyone's homework. Everyone's homework is to study Matthew 13. You'll get where we at in this age of what we call information. You'll literally get where we at. You'll get where we at. Thank you. Can I get a share? If you new in here, can I get a share? If you old in here, can I get 10 shares? For real. For real. If you act like you dig me like that, can I get 10 shares? You say, really? Yeah. Hack the network, man. Hack the network. Somebody needs this message. Somebody truly needs this message. I mean that. Whether you want to go like something or want to go watch a rerun on Netflix or not. Because ain't nothing but reruns now. Ain't nothing coming out. Ain't nothing dropping. They preparing for the bombs to drop. They preparing for the bombs to drop. For real. Thank you. Thank you for everyone that's sharing. And y'all got to pay attention, man. Y'all really got to pay attention what's going on. Y'all got to pay attention. So, like I said, you need to do research too on each and every plant. You know, people just generally like, yo, I got a whole bunch of seeds. Let me just go plant. No, you need to do research and study each plant that you're growing, to be honest. If you're growing spinach, figure out, go watch 1,000 YouTube videos on spinach. It's people that just specialize on growing spinach. Lamel doesn't specialize on just growing spinach. I do other stuff with my life. All right? It's people that have mastered the craft of growing spinach. You just go look it up. And you grow it if that's what you choosing to grow. Potatoes. If you say, man, freak, I want to grow rice and potatoes and stuff. Well, it's somebody that has mastered it. This world or this universe is so big where somebody has mastered the art of growing potatoes or growing rice or growing anything. Can I get a share? It's somebody that has mastered the art of this. That's what you got to figure out, and that's what you got to put in the contents of what you got going on and move forward. But you got to be taking notes on what you're doing, man. You got to have a list of your plants. You got to have a birthday for your plants. All your plants need a birthday. All your plants need a name. And you need to talk to your plants every freaking day. All right? You need to sing to the Mother Earth before you even plant your plants. That's what I'm doing tonight. I got about probably 300 pounds worth of dirt that I retrieved from the forest. I literally went to the quarry. I literally went to the quarry today, went deep in the forest and pulled out something phenomenal. Good black mud dirt, like freaking clayish dirt. I ain't gonna lie to you. I pulled out some real good stuff. That's some real good stuff. Underneath the layer. Underneath the layer, I pulled it out. All right? So that's what it's all about. And then you fertilize it with yourself too, because I'm going to tell you, real talk, and y'all going to say, yo, Lamel, you crazy. But listen to me on here. Your plants got to have a biological connection with you. You say, really? Now, what you're doing a project, you're doing an experiment with these plants, not just like whatever. You're doing like a real experiment with these plants. You're doing a freaking experiment, like bow. All right? But what I'm saying is that you're utilizing your DNA and implanting your DNA in these plants. So when these plants grow up, they become part of you as well as you part of it. All right? For instance, if you eat an orange, somebody can tell in your DNA that you have ate oranges before. All right? It's the same thing. All right? As being connected with the orange tree. All right? You need to find that tree or find any tree or any plant that you connected with and connect with it some way. So now you need to figure out how to biologically connect with that. I told you that the earth craves blood. The earth craves something. Whether it be white blood, whether it be red blood, the earth craves blood or some form of fashion. All right? So you have to connect that with your dirt. You have to connect that with your plants. All right? Another thing is, too, people, their urine and stuff. People waste their urine. Don't you know that your urine and your defecation goes to a plant where they literally refine all that stuff and then do something with it and freaking sell it back to you in other materials? Do you not know that? Far as your urine and your feces or your defecation. Don't you know they utilize that for certain other things besides flushing down your toilet? You don't know that? I'm just keeping it real. Y'all gonna say, really? We getting real icky, Lamel. I'm telling you, for anybody that doesn't know that your biological, is no such thing as waste. Everything is utilized in this universe. Period. Everything has a recycle, has a regeneration. So don't you know, I'm just keeping it real. Just keeping it real so you can understand the process of what you're going to have to do. And I'm not going to tell you. I'm just going to give you a couple suggestions. All right? I'm going to give you a couple suggestions. But you use cow manure. You use any other type of manure. But at the same time, you're scared of something else. Am I right? Am I right or wrong? So it's a certain thing that you need to understand that really comes with this stuff. When you actually taking this to the next level of survival. You know, we need to know how to sew. Everybody, men, women, and children need to know how to sew. Everybody needs to know how to make every and anything from scratch. Everybody needs to know how to create their own energy, their own electricity. That's the next level of these things. All right, real talk. Now you can play the game. You can act like you want to sit back and order everything from fucking Amazon.com. Guess what? They're going to shut Amazon.com down too. They're going to shut Amazon.com down too. All right. Pardon me if it's breaking up. It might break up if I say some deep stuff. For real. I'm going to keep it real. If I say some real deep stuff, it'll break up half of the time. Yeah, real talk. If I say something real heavy, it'll definitely break up. They trying to see what's up. Let me talk about this. I'm a leak my book today. The Cradle from the Cradle to the Grave. Shout out to everybody that supports. Everybody that supports. But yeah, man, I know it's breaking up because I'm saying something deep. You already know. Shout out to everybody staying on. But yeah, I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna break this stuff down, and it's gonna go deep in reference to the Codex, and this is gonna be something that everyone and anyone needs to know. All right, like I said, I'm gonna leak this book. It's called From the Cradle to the Grave. From the Cradle to the Grave. Now with this book, I'm gonna break down. It's a process to this book, y'all. It's a process to this book, too. My fault. Pardon me. 1 second. Yeah. Anyhow, it's a process to this book. Listen to me, man. This book ain't gonna be something that you can just sweep underneath the rug, sweep, whatever. This book, you're gonna need this book for the rest of your life as a reference book. I'm telling you that right now. You can play the game, you can act like whatever it is. I'm telling you, this book, you're gonna need this book for the rest of your life. All right. Now, I'm going to break down the 7 layers. First of all, the 7 chakras. I told people about the 7 chakras, as y'all know. The 7 chakras in the Codex, they represent the 2 feet, the 2 knees, the 2 hands, and the head. All right. That's your 7th chakra. Okay, for anybody that studies the Codex. Okay, so the 7 chakras actually represent 7 layers or 7 planes of thought. Okay, now this 7 layers or 7 planes of thought are universal. They're universal. You can find these 7 layers any and everywhere throughout the universe. All right, these 7 layers, they're very important. If you go into that's in Proverbs 9:1, it talks about how wisdom built her house on 7 pillars. Okay? So, with that, I'm going to share with y'all the 7 layers of protocol. So, because with the cradle to the grave, from the cradle to the grave, all right, in this book, I basically break down this. Like a way to move on to the future. All right? A way to move with times, a way to move with technology. All right? And within the age of information, it's going to be a transferent where literally people are getting or transferring or becoming more digital to move throughout the world and move throughout the mainframe. All right? So, what I'm going to share with y'all is how to exist in the future in this age of what we call information. Can I get a share? Please. Please, can I get a share? All right? I'm going to show y'all how to live, how to exist, how for your family to exist, how to move throughout the mainframe and understand how and what's going on with what we call the age of information. All right? Everything is technology. Everything needs to be upgraded, including religion. They shut down the churches. They shut down the mosques. They shut down everything. The synagogues, all of that. Think about how evil this virus is. Y'all ain't think about it. Y'all think about it ain't really killed that many people. It's been many other viruses that killed people way more than that. But you think about how evil it is where it can shut down whatever, or how good it is because it can literally shut down everything and people can figure out how they can get into themselves or learn how to survive without the system. Because we've been dependent on the system so long, when they decide that they don't want our money, when the system decide, man, we're going to shut everything down and such because we don't want your money. And we're going to shut all the planes down because we don't want your money. And we're going to shut everything down. Think about who is moving. You think about who is literally moving throughout this world right now. It's only a certain selective people that's really moving throughout this world right now. So that's something that you got to understand, that whatever that's going on, it is epic. Whatever that's going on, it is more epic than what we can imagine, to the point where the world stopped. It's almost like it reminds me in Revelations, where they said that in the book of Revelations, they said something like that, how it was a silence in heaven for a half an hour. They said that, I think that's in Revelations chapter let me see, half an hour. I got this. Yeah, I'm gonna look up that verse. I'm gonna pull it up. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's in chapter 8. When the 7th seal was open. This is deep. Let me see. Revelations chapter 8. Revelations chapter 8. Revelations chapter 8. Oh, man. Yeah. I'll pull that up. Let me see. I'll pull that up. This is deep, man. This stuff is just crazy. Yeah, when he opened the seal, there was a silence in heaven for about a half an hour. Revelation chapter 8, verse 1. For all the people that don't got that. There it is right there. But yeah. It was Revelation chapter 8, verse 1. It was a silence in heaven for about a half an hour. Yo, that was deep. That's deep. It's been almost a month now. And y'all trying to figure it out. Y'all trying to figure out the silence, to be honest. All right? We all trying to figure out, in essence. But, yeah, like I was saying, the 7 plagues, you know, everything, the 7th seal, all that stuff is important. The number 7. So, thank you. Thank you, sis. Thank you, Queen. But yeah, the 7 layers are important. Remember, I gave y'all the 7 layers representing the 2 feet, the 2 knees, the hands, and the head. Okay? So, it's certain things that we're going to have to learn as we build it. Okay? We're going to have to learn how to build our own private network. That's the only way you're going to live in the future. Okay? Or you'll be literally part of somebody else's matrix. Okay, the matrix, everything, all that shit is real. All that movie stuff is real. They got people plugged into a matrix whether you know it or not. Real talk. Thank you, Sister Jamila. Listen, thank you, Sister Bliss too, Queen. They got people really locked away in a matrix for real, whether you know it or not. All right, you say for real. You say nah, by their heads like that, like in a movie. No, they got people actually. They got people actually in the matrix remotely. Listen to me. They got people plugged in the matrix remotely. Like you don't even need to plug a cell phone up to even charge a cell phone anymore. All right? You don't even need to plug a cell phone any longer to actually get it charged. It can charge remotely. All right? And that's the same thing of how they charge their batteries up from us remotely and have us plugged into a matrix remotely. So that's something that I want y'all to get. When people saw the Matrix movie, they thought, when I say, man, we really in the Matrix. We really trapped in the Matrix. People think, oh, man, they got us in our head. They got to trap us up in our head and clack, 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 clack. No, they got your ass remotely. That was an old regime of technology. Real talk. That was an old regime of technology having to strap you down and put your head up to a joint like that or whatever. They got you trapped remotely. They got you tapped in remotely. All right? So with that, y'all need to know how to break free from this mainframe. Now, we had many schools of thought to do that. You know, remember when we were Moors? Remember when we were we went through many other schools of thought. We went through Islam. We went through Christianity. We went through any religion, you know, Yoruba. We went through different things to connect us up with spirituality in a sense. But it was certain things that we learned from certain realms of thought, like being a secure party creditor and stuff like private solutions. It's certain things that we learned from that school of thought, you know, when we was in that realm. And that some of that applies to this, just like the spirituality of what you went through. A lot of that applies to this also within the age of information, because these are fundamental keys to open each and every door to get you to this door that you are at right now. All right? Hopefully y'all can get that. Hopefully y'all can get what I'm talking about. All right? So now you needed religion and something. You needed spirituality. You needed God. You needed to know about law. You needed to know how to be a private banker. You needed to know private solutions, and you needed to know how to set off debt obligations. You needed to know these things in order to get you to this position right now. You needed to have some form of spirituality. You needed to pray to God, or whatever God that you call God or higher power. You needed to have or a lot of these things, these protocols, to get you to this point as of right now. All right? Hopefully y'all can get that. Hopefully y'all can understand what I mean when I say that. Because Now we can have other discussions, because when I give y'all this stuff, let me tell y'all, look, listen. When I give y'all this stuff right here, this is the next level of information. This is the stuff that people pay colleges for, to be honest. To know this information, for actually to take yourself to this next level, people pay colleges and stuff for this information, y'all. All right, because I'm gonna show you the layers. I'm gonna show you the layers of how these things work. Because if we're gonna move the information that we have to the future, I told people this, and y'all can quote me on this. This is a fact, Jack. This is a fact. Everything will exist on a cloud. Everything will exist, if it don't already exist right now, on a cloud. That is what everything is moving to, whether you want to accept it or not. Everything is moving to a cloud. All right? So you might say, well, what does that mean, everything moving to a cloud? Listen, all the information is going to be in like some form of energy grid that literally revolves around itself. Literally like an energy grid, and it's going to just exist everywhere. All the information is going to exist everywhere in the grid. All right, so when you want access to the information, you got it like that, because everybody wants that fast speed. Everybody wants that fast speed, and you see it coming out with 5G, right? Because 5G, if you don't understand 5G, they preparing you for 5G right now. Think about it. 5G only has a range of like probably 6 to 9 feet or whatever like that. I'm just saying real true 5G. Like it only has like 6 to 9 feet. Just like your the aura from your heart chakra only goes out like probably 6 to 9 feet. All right, in those increments. Y'all know that. Y'all saw that before, where the energy coming from your heart, you know it comes out this far, but it goes out a little bit further. It can go out 9 feet also. But this is where you can be actually, this is a network where you can tap into also, because it's a magnetic grid, which you don't know, that's around your body, all around your body. But they know this, all right? And it's a magnetic grid that that people can see. Some people can see. All right, but they're learning how to tap into this. All right, but they're preparing you for what's to come right now, because with 5G, because they keeping y'all away from each other, so you don't tap into each other's network. All right, so you don't literally tap into each other's network. That's what it's all about. Why they literally separating you in that contents, preparing you for something. When you in a magnetic line or a magnetic grid of someone, you in their network. You in their node. All right, so yeah, that's something I want y'all to understand too, that everything's moving to a cloud. Everything is going to be on a cloud. Now, in order to exist on a cloud, you need an address. Just like you need an address. You say, really? What's your address? I'll ask everybody, what's your address on here? You say, really? I'm not telling my address on Broadcast Lamel. My address is private. You know damn well your address ain't private, because everybody knows where you live at. Real talk. The government knows where you live at. They wanted to hit you, they'll hit you. But listen, you got an address, and your address isn't your home. Your address, this is your address. This is your address. That's your address. What's your address? For real. I don't know if you got that part. I don't know if you ever heard me ever ask somebody that before. What's your address? If I ever ask you, what's your address? Let's not play like you dumb. Let's not play like you don't get what I'm talking about. Real talk. I mean that. Let's not play like you don't understand what I'm talking about when I ask you what's your address. Because everybody's address is right here, and your birthday is really all the street and everything where you at, or at your address. All right? Real talk. That's associated with your address, your birthday, or what we call your log date, how you log in space and time. All right? So it's going to be people that are going to be remembered, and it's going to be people that are not going to be remembered. Now, if you don't understand what's going on in China, if you look at what's going on in China, it's something. China is doing an experiment on what they want the world to be. Understand that. Far as with the technology, how they got Beijing, how they got all these things hyped up with the technology, they really outdid New York by 10 times. All right, I'm just saying. But if you look at China, China has been literally a social cognitive experiment on human beings. They literally showed you that they can have a whole generation of people have only one child because they'll force it on humans and say, look, listen, and whatever, and say, listen. And I'm not saying I'm going against the Chinese government, whatever, but I'm just showing you something. I want you to listen. For all y'all that have many children, for all y'all that have many children, I want you to think about it. If you was living in China, they would have shut you down a long time ago. They would have said, no, I know what you trying to do. You trying to take over the earth. So if you trying to take over the earth, we want to snip you right now. Imagine if you had that type of situation where you can only have one child, man. You was only privy to have, you looking at your children, you say, damn, I only could have one. Dang, man. Yeah, because they forced it on people like that. So now I want y'all to understand also with the diseases and everything that spring forth in the world, they utilize Africa for an experiment. All right. They utilize our people in Africa for a crazy disease experiment on in many type of experiments. They even call the hood the projects, like blatantly knew that they was doing a science project on us in some form of fashion. I don't know if you got that one. When we was in the hood, they was calling it the projects, and we thinking, man, well, damn, are they doing a science? Are they really doing a science project on us? And it's actually happening. If you think about the food that they give the hood, if you think about everything that's given it to us, you think it's by choice. No, it's forced upon us because none of y'all can say, boom, 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 bop, 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 and then say, I'm making this, I'm making it. In some form and fashion, we have been fed by the titty of the wolf. Am I right or wrong? We all been sucking from the titty of the wolf. You say, really? Well, the wolf was a native, it was a good animal. I'm talking about the Roman Empire, man, because Romulus and Remus, they was sucking from the titty of a wolf. You understand that? So I'm telling you, in some form, no, that's not us. In some form of fashion, we was taken from the hand of the of what we call the devil. All right, if y'all want to call it that. Now I call the devil the oppositional force. I don't want y'all people to get too spooky on here. For real, I don't want y'all to get too spooky, but I call the devil the oppositional force. That's whatever the devil is in your life, you know what it is. All right, but we have been taken from the hand. We have been taking all the gifts from the devil. In that same fashion, it's an encumbered or a tacit agreement that comes with the gifts that the devil gives us, whether you know it or not. It's totally a tacit agreement that comes with it. It's a hidden agreement. It's a hidden agenda that comes with any gift. Now, if you think about this stuff, if they forcing the world into poverty, they are literally forcing the world into poverty. Whether you know it or not. They have literally forced the planet into poverty. If you don't know, they have forced the planet into poverty. So now you got to figure out what you worth. For real. You got to figure out what you worth. Now, in our society, you are worth your weight in gold. Just like any other society. But in our society, you worth your weight in gold. That means your word is bond. Your word is your bond. Okay? Real talk. But you need to know, all these things I'm telling you, you need to know these things. All right? Because like I said, everything is going to exist on a cloud. You will be forgotten. Your family will be forgotten. They will make sure you're forgotten. They are working on that right now to make sure you are forgotten. All right? For real. I'm telling you. So, like I said, when you move in a trust, everybody should have a trust also. If you don't have a trust, you should be building towards it. Where you connecting up and you creating a trust. Some type of trust that's universal throughout the world and accepted throughout the world. All right, that's recognized through the world. Now, when I say recognized, meaning that you have a contract with the world. That you're on record with the world. All right, I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. And the best way to do that is one way. It's that damn internet right now. It's that damn internet. That's the best way to connect up, whether you think or not. Because you ain't going down, knocking down the United Nations no more. They showed you that. They have shut down every and anything to make any type of connection except for the Matrix. Except for the Matrix. Can I get a share? They shut down every and anything to make a connection except for the Matrix. Now, is this society not prepared for this or not? Preparing us for, what are you preparing us for? All right, so I'm gonna prepare y'all. If they preparing for something, I'm gonna prepare y'all. All right, y'all need to know the Codex, which is a 32-bit system. All right, now also it's 31 letters in the Codex, but it's a 32-bit system. I'm gonna bring y'all to the 32, the 33. I'm bringing y'all up to the 32 and 33rd degree. I'm telling y'all that right now. For anybody that's been studying all the 31, far as the 1 through 31, if you've been studying that, I'm telling y'all, I'm getting ready to force the 32, the 32nd, and the 33rd degree on y'all. Because I'm just going to be keep on building. For people that's learning, that's learning. For people that just catching the old videos, well, you catch the old videos and catch up. But for the people that's learning, that whatever, I'm bringing y'all up to the 32nd degree and the 33rd degree. Y'all on the 31st degree as of right now. All right, real talk. I'm gonna bring y'all up to the 32nd and the 33rd. Now, as you know, like I said, that's why it's so important. All 3 in 1, 131 in a sense, because as you know, I told y'all, literally, when you see the number 33, you see two threes, but you see 23, you see 32 backwards. Yes, it's the same thing. That's why I said you operate from the center. People not thinking like that. When I operate from the center, I don't see numbers how y'all see numbers. Y'all see numbers because y'all been dyslexic all your damn life. Dyslexic to read from a certain position. I read from the center. When I read from the center out. I'm just telling y'all. That's how I connect up. I read from the center out, period. That's how I suggest y'all should read. Y'all read from the center out. If y'all read from the center out, y'all can see everything. Y'all can see the code. Y'all can see the cross and everything. You literally can see the Codex. All right? I'm dead serious. So I'm going to give y'all the 7 layers. I'm going to break down the 7 layers of thought. All right, in the new age of what we call information. Now, on for real, this stuff from the cradle to the grave. I'm going to be talking about this stuff for a whole week, and I might need a whole month for the book. For real, I'll like go through the book because the book is almost done. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through the book. So people can understand it when they actually get the book, because they won't even know what the fuck to do with the book. I got people that got my book to say, man, I don't even know what to do with it. Man, it is a master key application. When you get a key, do you not turn it to open the door? You're not turning to unlock the door. That's what I said. I want you to turn it in your mind because it's literally a record. It's a record. It's like a sacred record that spins. So you gotta turn. You gotta literally turn the key in your mind to open the doorway to shell, to doorway to L. You gotta open. You gotta literally. You gotta utilize it. You should be wondering what's today's mathematics. Well, let's build certain layers. You should be on that. It's an exercise, literally an exorcism that you gotta have in your life. I'm dead serious. All right, so yeah, let me do this. Let me start this before I even get real deep, because I'll get real deep on y'all and stuff. And then I won't be, and then people won't get this information. I want everybody to have this information right here. So here we go. Without further ado, we're going to talk about from the cradle to the grave. From the cradle to the grave. Hopefully we in here. Alright, we good. Alright. Hopefully y'all can see that. Let me know if y'all can't see it. Whatever. I'll bring it up so y'all can see it. Alright, so it's 7 layers. It's going to... Ouch. 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 It's 7 layers that I want y'all to know that we're going to build on. Okay? Y'all need to know the OSI model, and y'all need to know the DOD model. Alright? My fault. That. I got you. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it's 7 layers, all right? So, basically, y'all need to know something that is called the DOD model and something that is called the OSI model, all right, of the 7 layers. Now, within the 7 layers, it's just almost like the 7 layers of the planet, okay? Each one of them has a certain reason for what it does. All right, the same thing in the computer world, if you want to say it, if you want to say like that. All right, so let's see if I can pull it. My fault, I'm sorry. I got y'all. Just bear with me for a second. Bit out. Try and get it on. I'm trying to get it on the screen real quick. See if I can do it. Alright, I got it. There it is. There it is. My fault. I had the wrong one. But yeah, I need y'all to take a note on this right here. Take notes on this one right there. Can you see that? All right, we're going to build. Now, this might get boring for people. Go to sleep. Take your ass to sleep then. All right? Because for the next 15 minutes, I'm going to talk about this boring stuff. All right? But I'm going to do my best to not make it boring. Real talk. But you need to know this. You need to know the 7 layers. Literally, you need to know the 7 layers. For real, fundamentally, to create any type of network, you need to know these 7 layers. And for anybody that says, oh man, I want to do this thing and create my last will and testament, essentially, you need these 7 layers in order to build a IPv6. You need to know about these 7 layers. If you don't know about these 7 layers, you can't build or create a IPv6. Now, you can go and buy and think you're going to buy a IPv6, but you really can't buy a a IPv6 because no one owns a number. All right, you just have the rights to move through information through the number. That's it. But yeah, that's what I'm going to break down here. Now, in the OSI, I gotta do this. See, the open system, it's I'm gonna bring this up because the DoD is the Department of Defense. Like, they got a whole joint. Let me put it this way: the Department of Defense, literally, people wonder if the Department of Defense is really watching y'all. Yeah, of course they watching y'all. It's nothing that y'all can't do or you cannot do that they're not on in reference to this, because they made sure of it. They totally made sure of it a long time ago. I'll show you what the DoD means. I'm going to pull that up. I'm going to pull the meaning of DoD so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Like, literally. People wonder, the military, they already, put it this way, they already made sure that it's no way you can operate on the internet without them knowing about it. For real. Keep it 1,000. Keep it 1,000. I don't know if y'all can see that better. You see it? You see that? So, and federal government responsible safeguarding the national security of the United States, created in 1947, synonymous Defense Department, Department of Defense, United. But let me see, meaning of DoD. Let me see this. Look, you see that DoD stands for Department of Defense. Day of defeat. Literally. Department of Defense. Alright, so that's something I want you to know. That they got a motto, and then the OSI. I'm gonna show you the meaning. I'm gonna show you OSI, which is basically open for everybody. That's open for everyone. You know what I'm saying? It is actually an open system for everybody right now. And what you don't even know on the back end of what's going on, far as like Linux, anybody Linux, anybody has a Linux operating system or something like that, far as a virtual engine on your computer, and you have a Linux operating system, people know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? In reference to this. Because open system interconnection is basically everybody, you know, they got, it's free. It's totally free if you would think about it. Because the internet is really free, whether you know it or not. The internet is truly free. Everybody can connect to it. But you got to know how to connect to it. Literally. Now, they have literally sold digital real estate. My fault. They have literally sold digital real estate with IPv4, where they ran out of IPv4 in 2011. They ran out of it. So they came up with something called IPv6. All right. They been had IPv6, but they brought it out actually in June 6th, 2012 for a reason. All right. Now, this is a way for everyone or anything to connect on the network. For everybody or anything to connect on the network. All right. But it's been different people to take advantage of it and take advantage of you, whether you know it or not. All right. So I'm going to give y'all something to free everybody. This is going to free everybody. If I told you the internet on the low, that the internet is for free, I'm going to give y'all something to free everyone, because eventually you are going to need it to know how to operate and navigate through the grid. This is something that they can't take away also. I'm going to keep it real. This is something that they can't take away. No matter if they try to cut your cable off, long as you connect with the grid, you can always connect with the network and move through the network, long as you know how the network operates. All right? So, let me look this up. I'm gonna show y'all 7 layers. I'm gonna show you the 7-layer OSI model and 7 layers DOD model. All right, so people can get this one. All right, and this is something that people need to understand. This is how the network moves. This is how the network works. Same thing. Okay, see if I can make that bigger, a little bit bigger for y'all. This is a website. I didn't mean to go to that website. My fault, y'all. Y'all can see that bigger. Hopefully y'all can see that a little bit bigger. I'm doing my best to rock this out for y'all. Work with me. Alright, so maybe I can make it a little bit bigger than that. But these are the 7 layers of the OSI model. This is something that you need to know. Besides the DOD model. The DOD model, they changed these 7 layers into 4 layers. All right, that's something that everybody needs to know. Real talk. This is a key point that y'all need to know. All right. Now it's cool the way they break down. To be honest, the way the military breaks down these 7 layers, and change these 7 layers into 4 layers. Daggone, man. I'm gonna figure this one out with my Zoom. I'm gonna get my Zoom right. Y'all gotta work with me on my Zoom, man. My Zoom is not on point right now. Alright, so you got application, presentation, session, transport, network, and data link, and also the physical layer. Alright, I'll be breaking down all these layers today. Alright, on this broadcast, I will be breaking down these 7 layers. Now, this video, you're going to need this video as basically as a part 1 to other videos that I'm going to connect with this. All right? Because remember, you're creating your last will and testament, but as you're creating your last will and testament, you need to create a network to exist on the cloud. You feel me? You need to have your family a part of the network. You need to have people that you love a part of the network, so everyone can literally exist. All right? So everyone can literally exist, or everything that you have can literally exist. So you need to know the principles of these things in order to move forward on the network. All right? In order to move forward on the network. That's what's so important about this. Okay? So bang. Which goes back to the discussion that I was talking about. Which goes back to the discussion that I was saying about this. Alright? Which goes back to this discussion right here. From the cradle to the grave. Alright? Let's go. I'm going to start off from the top layer. And that's going to be the discussion. We're going to go from the top layer, and then I'm going to give y'all certain protocols of the top layer. I need you to write this stuff down. I need you to write this down. If you don't write it down, that's cool. That's on you. You're not going to remember it. Like everything I give you, you're not going to remember it. I'm dead serious. I'm totally serious. You're not going to remember it. It has to become a part of you, but part of the ways of doing it is writing it down. All right, so now I'm showing you the OSI model and the DoD model. So you know the OSI is the Open Systems Interconnection. That means it's free for everybody. The DoD model is a whole nother animal, but literally they're part of one thing. They're literally intertwined with each other. All right? It's just a different view, a different way of seeing things. But I'm telling you that the internet and all these things are for free. All right? You just got to know how to move through it. And I'm going to show y'all how to move through it and how to do these things as y'all learn this. All right? So the process of the application layer. Now remember, I showed you 7 layers. At the top, you got the application and you got the process and the application layer. This is when you basically did the process application layer defines protocols for node to node application communication and also controls user interface specifications. All right. So that's just a general thing of what the top layer does. That's a general thing of what the top layer does. And I want you to relate this to your mind, though. I want you to relate it to the crown chakra. For all the people that are spiritual, I want you to relate this to the crown chakra. That's why I put the star there for us so people can get it. All right? But I want you to relate it to the crown chakra. Now, the square represents the universe. You know that. Far as in the metal nature, if you ever draw a square, it represents the universe. All right? So you'll get that one too. That's something that you'll get also. All right? So I'm applying all this to the network of how we moving through the mainframe. All right? And now y'all learning that the top layer is called the process or application layer. All right. So in the OSI model, which is the Open Systems Interconnection model, you have application, session, and presentation. Those are the 3 that connect with that top layer. All right, which is the top layer. All right. Now the DoD takes the 7 layers of the OSI model and condenses them down to 4. All right. But I'm gonna show you how they connect up. Okay, let me move forward. Yeah, let me move forward a little bit. I got you. So, let me do this. Yeah. Like, I'm going to break this stuff down. I'm scared to go in. This stuff goes in. This stuff goes in crazy in. Crazy in. Like this book From the Cradle to the Grave is going to be a problem. I'm going to lie to you. It's going to be a problem. It's going to be hard to decipher. It's going to be hard to decipher if you're not really about that work. If you're playing a game, it's not going to go for you. You think you're just going to pick this book up? No. No. Because you're going to have to, with this, you're going to set up your own private network. At the end of this book, you're going to be able to set up your own private network. Like in my home, like when I set up everything, now that I got internet, every computer that I have in this home will be on a private network. Meaning that I have access to all the information on every computer just with this computer. Or with my phone, I can just pull the files and move everything. That's how that's what everybody should be able to do at the end of this. All right. Create private networks across the grid that encrypt. That's what I can do. All right. Real talk. I can do that. All right. It's just the people that I want to connect with that needs to be on a private grid need to know how to do it also. Need to know how to do other things on their end in order to make this work. And just keep it real. But yeah. That's what we need to work on right now. Start creating our own private grids and stuff like that. But it moves through IPv4 and IPv6. Real talk. because in order to exist on the network, you need to be on these protocols. You need to be on these the way you need to be on some form of protocol like that to exist on the network. All right, so that's what I'm sharing with y'all, so y'all can get that in general. So let me bring y'all to this. So as I took y'all to the remember, I took y'all to the top layer. We going from the top down. I'm going from the top down with y'all. I'm not going from the bottom to the top. Somebody wanted me to go from the bottom to the top with this. No, I'm going from the top down. All right, like we descended from the stars. That's why I want y'all to get that. That's why this book, From the Cradle to the Grave, it starts from the top down when I break down the 7 layers. All right. So as you know, the process application layer protocols, and this will be the basic instructions before leaving Earth. This will be your basic instructions before leaving Earth. All right. You need to know the process application layer and how and what are the protocols of the process application layer. All right. Everyone needs to know this. If you're creating your own private network, if you're creating anything for as your property to exist in the future, you need to know how to do this. You need to know how these layers operate. You need to know these protocols, what these protocols are for, because you're going to have to troubleshoot all these different protocols to make sure they're working in order to make sure your stuff is working. All right? Real talk. So I'm only going to give y'all a little bit at a time. I'm not going to get too heavy on here with this. I'm only going to probably give y'all 3 protocols right now. 3 protocols of the of the process application layer. I'm only going to give you 3, or how to navigate with these protocols. Listen to me. So yeah. So this is the basic instruction before leaving Earth. Okay, the process application layer. The process application layer would be your basic instruction before leaving Earth. All right. But literally, we descending to the planet. All right. So the first protocol, what I want y'all to understand is this, and I bring this back to the Bible and everything. I'm gonna show y'all how it connects with the Bible and everything. It's gonna blow your mind. So listen, telnet. This is the telnet. This is called this is basically transfer control protocol. When you see TCP, that stands for transfer control protocol. Okay, now you gotta think about it. You transferring data, you moving data, you moving something. So it's transfer. It's transfer. It's control protocol. Transfer control protocol. So it's the same thing. Like computers aren't smart like how y'all think they are. They need to be told each and every and anything to do in order to carry out the full execution of what you want. All right? So that's why all these things come in stages and layers and protocols and different programs and so forth to make it all run. Because computers aren't smart as what people think they are. All right? Listen to me. So at the process application layer, far as the top layer, remember this is the top layer. Now this top layer connects with the session and presentation layer and the application layer. Remember that's on the OSI model. On the DoD model, it's really the process application layer. They just take it to that. Okay, so You have protocols in order to move, move it. I'm giving y'all one protocol right here. And like I said, they're all transfer control protocols of what I'm going to give you. Right? Listen to me. So, back again, I'm going to pull that on the screen. Telnet. So, Telnet plays the role of a chameleon, basically. It has a specialty in terminal emulation. It allows a user on a remote client machine called a telnet client to access the resources of another machine, the telnet server. Listen to me on this. The way the telnet achieves this is by tricking the telnet server and making the client machine appear as if it were a terminal directly attached to the local network. This is something like a software shell and a virtual terminal that can interact with the chosen remote host. Now, this goes back to Genesis chapter 3, verse 1. When the serpent, which was subtle more than any other beast of the field, which the Lord God had made, and he said unto the woman, yeah, God said, ye shall not eat of every tree in the garden. All right. Emulated terminals are of text mode type and can execute different procedures such as displaying menus that gives users the opportunity to choose options and access applications on a duped server. Now, remember, duped means it means basically to deceive or to trick. So the first thing that you got to understand in the far as the process application layer and far as utilizing transfer control protocol, this transfer control protocol 23. Now remember in the codex, the 23 is the Cyclops. But remember, the 23 is the extra digit that you have on the left arm or the left body of the Messiah. So, of course, this connects it up as the reptilian chameleon gene in each and every one of us. But this is connected with the telnet protocol. Okay? So like what you got to remember is that the telnet protocol acts like a chameleon. It tricks its server, all right? It tricks its server and basically acts like something it emulates. All right? Just think of it that way. All right? Real talk. This is serious. So users, I want you are the user, all right? You are the user. Users begin a telnet session by running the telnet client software, then logging into the telnet server, which is like the acceptance of the offering made from the reptilian in the form of a chameleon. The telnet offers no security. I'm leaking this book too, y'all. I'm leaking this book. Real talk. I'm leaking this book for everybody on here. Now, for the people that support, that got my books, that now you can make a donation. I got all my links here. If you need a link, you can send a donation. I'll send you a book. I know it's hard times. Send me what you got. All right? But on here, this is something else that breaks down. It says the telnet, the telnet offers no security or encryption. All right, and is replaced by a secure shell, basically called a SSH. All right, remember, shell, a secure shell. Now, I tell y'all, it's nothing above the shell. And I bring y'all to Deuteronomy 1:41 or 10:14 on this. So y'all can get the 411. And behold, the Lord God, it says, behold, the Lord your God belong the heavens and even the highest of heavens and the earth and everything in it. All right, this shell. That's the shell. I'm telling you. So, yeah, the chameleon or what you call the telnet protocol, it literally, which is a transfer control type of protocol, it literally has to give itself over to something, which is a secure shell. All right. This is something that everybody needs to know. And we know the secure shell that it gives itself over to is the Most High, because the Most High belongs everything. That's why it's called shh. That's the abbreviation for it. It's called shh. That comes after your protocol 23. Now, which is the telnet. This is your application. This is your process application layer. Remember, this is your process application layer. All right, this will connect with your DoD model, but this will also connect with your OSI model also. All right, these are the same protocols that are utilized in these systems. All right, I'll bring y'all up. Thank you for everybody that's enjoying this broadcast. Thank you for everybody that supports the movement. All right. Thank you for everybody that supports this movement. Now, this book is called From the Cradle to the Grave. All right. This book is called From the Cradle to the Grave. I'm actually leaking this book. This book is not out right now as of yet. All right. It's actually a couple finishing touches I want to put on this book before I drop it. Also, I'm going to tell you this. Every page in this book is not called a page no more. Every page in this book is not called a page. I'm going to tell you that right now. Every page is called a node. It's called a node. All right? Every page is no longer called a page. We barely printing out stuff. All right? But every page in this book is called a node. Now, if you don't know what a node is, I'll look up the meaning of node so we can find that for the people. You know what I'm saying? We'll find that for the people. The meaning of node. You know what I'm saying? Basically, a node is a point where lines intersect, but I want y'all to just kind of put it in that perspective. I'll look it up. I'll look it up for y'all. I'll look it up for y'all and I'll put it on the screen. So, yeah. Hopefully y'all can see that. Where node you can see that. Hopefully y'all can see that pretty decent. Thank you, Sister Nettie, too. Somebody said that they was trying to donate, but it was acting funny. Thank you, Sister Nettie. Sister Nettie, I appreciate you, Queen. I appreciate everybody that supports and look out. I really do. Yeah, thank you, Queen. I really appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Also, my Cash App, too. I got a Cash App for people that want to know my Cash App. I'll send you a book of mine for anybody that donates anything. All right, Lazarus Lamel 131 is my Cash App. All right, my fault. I got y'all. So, let me continue on my discussion about this stuff. From the cradle to the grave. Um, but yeah, thank you. I appreciate everybody. Let me get this screen back up. Let me get it back up. All right, cool, cool. All right, listen, y'all on here. Let's go. Like I said, I'm gonna bring this book back from the cradle to the grave. Let's go. Everybody needs to have this book. Everybody. I'm not gonna drop this book. I'm gonna probably wait for a month to drop this book. To be honest, I'm not gonna drop it now. I'm gonna every day. I'm gonna build on from the cradle to the grave for about 2 weeks. I'm gonna build on this book for about 2 weeks. It's gonna take about 2 weeks for some people to get it. You said I'm new. I stumbled across trying to find answers. That's what's up. Well, please, for the person that's in the YouTube or whoever that said that, I don't see your name right here. It barely says your name, but it's all good. We'll figure it out. I got y'all. If you're looking for answers, this is the answer right now. All roads literally lead here, which is the Codex. I'm telling you, this is the route or the routes that we travel. That's all I gotta say. I'm breaking down my book right now, which is called the Cradle to the Grave. This is Master Key Application 128. I'm breaking that down for all the people that's new. You don't understand what's going on. Cool. I'm giving you I'm breaking down protocols of how the internet works. All right. The internet is free. I told everybody that. I'm breaking this stuff down. The internet is free. I'm showing y'all how to operate and navigate, move through the network without paying nobody. All right. But because pretty soon you're gonna have to pay. And if you're not paying, I'm gonna show you how to do different things and how to navigate without paying what you have to pay. All right. Because everybody has to literally set up a private grid or a private network within their own bounds. For real. So that's what this is about. I'm giving you the protocols. I broke down the 7 layers far as of the OSI model, the DOD model, how they move. Okay, now I'm starting from the top of the far as the 7 layers. I'm starting from the top, which is the application basically it's the my fault. It's the process application layer that I'm starting from. So, you know what I mean? That's what I'm basically starting from. I'm starting from the top down. For the people that don't understand, you don't know what's going on, take some notes, sit back, chill, do what you do. All right? Real talk. But this is heavy conversation. This is college level information. This is college level information what y'all getting. You feel me? Real talk. So just me taking y'all to that, like I said, I took y'all to the telnet, which was 23. Now 23 in the Codex represents the Cyclops. Okay, I took y'all to Genesis 3:1. I brought y'all to also what the telnet does. Y'all know it plays like a chameleon. It tricks the server, the client server, into basically to thinking that it is something else or it's part of the message, basically. All right. It has no security also. That's why it gives itself over to what is called a secured shell, which we call SSH. All right, SSH. All right, remember that also. So that's the highest layer of the protocol. Okay, now let me give y'all this one, which is file transfer protocol. File transfer protocol. Take notes on this. Take notes on this. This file transfer protocol. Now remember, this is 20 and 21 of the Codex. File transfer protocol. 20 is what? Faith. Do you not know that? 21 is manhood, womanhood. Okay? Know these things. Now, I brought y'all to the top part, which was 23. Remember, Telnet. That was Telnet. Now I'm bringing you to TCP, which is File Transfer Protocol. Okay? So we on here. So everybody's flexing. The number 20 deals with faith. Remember that, Mumi Noon. And then you got 21 deals with Gawu, which is strength or manhood, womanhood, which is the test of that. All right. So this is the protocol that allows you to transfer files across an IP network. File transfer protocol is not, it's not just a protocol, it is also a program operating as a protocol. FTP is used by applications. Both, look, as a program, it's employed by users to perform file tasks by hand. FTP also allows for access to both directories and files and can accomplish certain types of directory operations such as relocating files into different directories. You get that? Now I brought y'all to Jeremiah chapter 32 verse 11, which is a 121 and a 131 all in one, where it says there were 2 copies of the deed of purchase. One was sealed and contained the one was sealed and contained the order of transfer and the conditions of the purchase. The other was left unsealed. So the codex was already there. Like literally the codex, I gave y'all a 121 and a 131 in the same sequence. All right? In the same sequence, I gave y'all that. All right? But the second protocol that deals with the top layer is the file transfer protocol. Okay? Now, as far as the secure shell, remember, the secure shell is part of the telnet. It's part of telnet. Okay? But it is not essentially telnet itself. Okay? Because it's different protocols that are connected with SSH, which is the secure shell. All right? And we'll get to that later. We'll get to that later. All right? But yeah. So FTP is another transfer control protocol, all right, which is file transfer protocol. All right. This protocol allows you basically to transfer my fault, I got y'all. So, like I said, this file transfer protocol, it basically allows you to transfer files across an IP address, across an IP network. So internet protocol, that's what IP is. Internet protocol. All right. So also that file transfer protocol is like a software too, because it has directories. You gotta think about what we was talking about. File transfer protocol. Think about it. All right. It has both directories and files that can accomplish certain tasks like directory operations. You feel me? Also relocating files into different directories. All right? So now these directories, you eventually going to utilize these directories for certain things, certain tasks. Okay? What else I want to give y'all from this book? Real quick. I want to give y'all something else, because I don't want to get too heavy on here. I just want y'all to get those parts. I want y'all to get those parts so we can move forward with other things and other realms of discussions. But I want y'all to get those parts. All right? So we talked about the 7 layers. We talk about the 7 layers. Now, for the people that want to write down the 7 layers, you can write them down. It's the application layer. It's the top layer. All right. This is the OSI model. You got the application layer. You got the presentation layer. You got the session layer. All right. You got the transport layer. you got the network layer, you got the data link layer, and you got the physical layer. All right, those are your 7 layers of your OSI model. Okay, and remember the OSI is the Open Systems Interconnection. Remember that, and that is something that you're going to be connected to more than anything. Now, for the people that thank you for everybody that supports too. I got you. Thank you for everybody that's sending donations. That's what's up. Look out for the cookout. You already know I made a migration here from New York. It's been hard. It's hard on everybody. Hold your head up. Hold your head up, man. But on a DOD model, remember that's Department of Defense. Okay? On the DOD model, you got the process or the application layer. You got the host layer. You got the internet layer, and then you got the network access layer. Okay? You got the network access layer. Now they connect up. Now they basically connect up far as the layers. The first 3 layers, which is basically of the of your OSI model, far as your application, your presentation, and your session layer, that's basically the top layer of the DoD model, which is your process and your application layer. So think about that. You can match those up. Your application, your presentation, and your session layer is basically, it connects up with your process and the application layer. That's why I was giving y'all in here. Okay. Now, if we move forward and we talk about far as your host, the host layer, yeah, that connects with your session. All right. And we don't even have to go too deep into that. We'll just start from there. How about that? We'll just start from the top layer so people can understand the top layer. And then we'll move down the layers as we go along. All right. What you know about the Anunnaki? I like that question. The Anunnaki, all right. The Anunnaki means those that came to Earth from Anu. Anunnaki, those that came to Ki from Anu. All right. Now Anu is not a name that just was in Samaria. Anu was a name also in Heliopolis as the city of On. Also called Heliopolis, the city of the sun. Anu was also known as the Most High, and the highest, meaning the highest, and or and meaning the highest. But Anu was actually a name called On or Om or On. It's the same thing as Anu. On, it's the same thing. All right, it's just a way to it's an utterance, a way to say it. The Most High God. The Most High God is Anu. All right, and on. All right, turn on power, power. That's what Anu is. But Anunnaki is those that came to Earth from Anu, the Most High God. All right. Any other questions? Who brings the knowledge? Sister Donna, you put that question in here. Who brings the knowledge? That's an interesting question. It depends on what type of network you tapped into. It's an energy grid. Nobody really brings the knowledge. It's an energy grid that you tap into. Sister Donna, if you ask that question, it's an energy grid that you tap into. If nobody really brings it, people project it. It's up to you to tap into it. Any other questions? I'm gonna start being on Zoom a lot more too, y'all. I really like Zoom. I tried out Zoom the other day. It was so fun. So I might be doing some more Zooms lately, earlier, but I'm gonna do them early in the day to do the Zooms. I really had a lot of fun doing the Zoom. I had everybody on the discussion. Let me see. You said, hello, I'm new here. May I ask a question regarding love? Let me see if I gotta see the comments in it. I'm mad I can't really see the comments that much in a YouTube. And I know you probably put that comment probably earlier. Excuse me. Let me see if I can get this popping so I can see the comments in the YouTube, man. I gotta make sure I see y'all comments. Thank you. My fault. Thank you for everybody too that supports in the YouTube. Let me read the comments. Damn, Jasper Rain. My fault. Naturt. I ain't even look. It was hard for me to see the comments. I got y'all. Thank you, Sister Renita. Everybody in the YouTube. My fault. I got y'all. Cause I'm watching the watch party comments, the live comments. It's like 3 watch parties, and some of it's popping on the screen, some of it's not. Alright. So that'll be what's up. Somebody asked a question about love. I'm cool. I'm gonna stay on for about 10 more minutes also. For anybody that wanna kick it. I'm gonna stay on for about 10 more minutes and then I'm gonna let everybody go. Thank you for your time. Okay, that was Michelle Jones. Thank you. I finally see your name. Sister Michelle Jones. I got you. You said what do you believe should I say? I've researched them so much. A blood group of Rh negative. I have been through traumatic awakening. I believe I have been here since the time of the Anunnaki. Anunnaki is just a particular word. It's not, don't take that as a definite. It's many names that different classes of beings have been called. Alright, shout out to Sammy, thank you. You say you just posted. I see you. You said anyhow, I'm just looking at the comments. My fault. I'm just trying to read all the comments and address the comments. Thank you, Sister Donna. Thank you, Sister Angela. Thank you, Sister Jamila. Thank you, Sister Dominique. Love ya. Thank you, Sister Joya. Thank you, Sister Jamila. Thank you, Falami. What up? Thank you, Sister Onuki. I see you. Wow. He said, when will what is the feelings about me? And as I am a female, my name is abbreviated. Okay. Alright, so if you want to ask me a question, you want me to do a reading for you, this is what I suggest. Pick a number between 1 and 31, and then I like how Sammy said, my question is about love. I want you to do how Sammy did it. My question is about such and such. All right? And don't tell me your question. I don't want to know your question. I just want to know the number that you picked. Keep your question to yourself, between you, your higher power, and your guardian angels. All right? I don't want to know your question. I just want to know the number you picked. But I just want you to pick the a clear question in your head. I just don't want you to pick up a number like I want you to have a clear question in your head. I want you to consult your higher power, because I'm being the medium for you right now, if I'm going to do it for you. All right? And you need to ask about the matter. And with that, you can draw a number. Then I can say it for you. I can be able to be a medium for you. Otherwise than that, it'll never be clear, to be honest. You'll never get a true answer for what you want. All right? Thank you. Good night. Good night, everybody that's going to sleep. Good night. See you later. Nice to have you here. I appreciate your time. All right? I tell you what. There we go. Now we got some questions. We got some numbers. Sammy, you picked 29. 29 means the secret keeper. If your question was about love, about your love, or what, maybe it's you're not telling somebody, or somebody not telling something, or it's a secret in regards to what's going on. I say the best way around is a secret in a situation is to sometimes it's uncomfortability. People are uncomfortable to say certain things in a certain sort of way because of how they feel. All right, brother Sammy, or Sam, whoever, Sammy, you in here? Listen to me. Sometimes it might deal with some form of comfortability, man. You know, we gotta learn how to make each other comfortable in some form of fashion. It's an art to that. It's an art to making someone comfortable, or being comfortable to saying something. You know, utilize humor. If you uncomfortable, or someone's uncomfortable in some sort of way and masking a secret, or you masking a secret, or they masking a secret, figure out a way to utilize humor in a situation to bring the uncomfortability down. All right? And boldness, people respect boldness. Trust me. All right? You said, what is my life purpose, path 13 and 33? You're supposed to be here. You're supposed to get one of Brother Lamel's books, and you're supposed to come back at me with the answers. That's what you're supposed to do, Michelle Jones. Real talk, I know you've been following me for a while. We've been linking up, we've been kicking it, but you don't got none of my books. Make sure you get some of my books so you can know with the 1333. You just like, those are all the numbers I say every day. I can't say it to you in a broadcast right now, and you'll fully grasp what I'm talking about with the 13 and the 33. I've been talking about this shit for freaking 4 years. 13, 33, 33, 31, and all these numbers. I've been talking about it for 4 years on broadcast, the same number. 13 and 33 and 3. All 3 is 1 and 30. I'm dead serious. So if I start to just talk about it and the potentiality of 13, because it deals with potential, 13, that's the point. All right? And then 31 is the Messiah. I told people that. 33 is 23. It's not 33. Because you only get 31 numbers. You only go high as 31. Period. That's your Alpha and Omega. 33 becomes 23, which is 2 3s. Period. Alright? Oh, you're a female. That's what's up, Sister Sammy. Do you see him reaching out? It's the secret. It's this. I told you it's the secret matter or something. You picked the number 29. You got to figure out how to make him comfortable. If he's not telling you the secrets in a situation to it's the fact that he's not comfortable to say it to you. Sometimes people don't want to hurt people's feelings in a certain sort of way, or they want to do what they want to do. But I think truthfulness is the best way to approach a relationship to make it whole. That just truthfulness, man, from the rip. Whatever you want, whatever you plan, whatever you're figuring out, just say, look, this is what it is. What do you want? You want me, or do you don't want me? That's what you say, Sister Sammy, or however you feel about it. Do you want me, or you don't want me? Because that can give a person. Now, also things come in layers too. Sometimes people can't accept the whole truth. And if you said this is such, people will run away. I understand that. Things come in layers. But you gotta have a certain position where when a person enters your life, that is the layer where you are totally truthful with that person. Thank you, Sister He Had, for the share. Thank you, Queen. All right. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm telling you, that's something that you gotta get. Now, as far as the men in general, we gotta figure that one out. It's not hard. I mean, it's hard being truthful as men sometimes. It's something that we gotta learn and grow up on. All right, we gotta get that. All right, but that's something that you gotta get to, and you gotta not, how would I say, I would say enable. Do not enable something your own destruction. Okay? Don't enable your own destruction, Queen. All right? Now, who else got some numbers? I like the numbers before I get off. I'm going to just go because I go hard. Man, I'm long-winded. I'm straight long-winded. I will go hard on y'all with these numbers. But I think I'm gonna wrap it up. And thank you for everybody that's donating, that supports. I really appreciate you. Let me see what you said, Sister Sammy. You said I reached out to him and sent him a note with my number. Still didn't contact me, but we had a strong connection and I was nervous, so I kind of brushed him off. Then I realized I love him and I want him. That's deep. Yo, you know, Sammy, I want to ask you something. Do you believe in love at first sight? Do you believe that love at first sight is possible? Like, love through distance, love through some form of fashion is possible. Love through whatever. I think love is really, it's the force that powers the universe, and that love is it can move through everything, through time and space. All right. Yeah. Can you post your Cash App? Thank you, Sister Naturt. I appreciate you, Queen. My Cash App is Lazarus Lamel. And let me put that. Thank you, Queen. Thank you, Sister Naturt. Sister Naturt Fulami Shakur. Thank you, Queen. I really appreciate that. I'll send you one of my books. You send me a donation, I'll send you one of my books. You can send me anything that you got. I appreciate that. Now, it'll be a PDF until I get my printer up and running. Once I get my printer up and running, I will be mailing out books once again. All right? I will be mailing out books once again. I got a nice printer to actually print out books now. So that'll be cool. That'll definitely be cool. But I can talk about this information all day with the Codex. I'm dead serious. It's like that's why you need like certain like a lot of my books. You need a lot of it because you need to slow it down or speed it up to God's speed. Keep it real. You need to slow it down or speed it up to God's speed. Um, love is light. Love is light. That is true. But yeah, you need to speed it up and slow it down to God's speed. But yeah, man, that's what I was saying, Sammy, Sister Sammy. Love is powerful. Love, I believe in love, man. I believe in love, man. For real, I really believe in love. I don't know about you, but I really, really believe in love. I believe in it. I believe it can defeat anything, especially especially time and space, man. Time and space, man. Sometimes time makes the heart grow fonder and stuff like that, but love can defeat all of that. That's why we really need to pull in. Fear of rejection can make people keep secrets. That is right. Fear of rejection can make people keep secrets. Once you can conquer that fear, it is easier to share your truth. That is a powerful statement. I'm going to pin that comment. I straight pinned that. In the watch party, I pinned that one. That was hot. That was hot, Sister Jim. That was something that was on my mind. That was something that was really on my mind. Like, people fear, man. You know, people definitely fear. Thank you, Sister Naturt. I got you, Queen. Look out for me. I got you. Look out for me. I'm telling you, I really got you. You can ask anybody that's a part of what I'm doing. I got you, Queen. You look out for me. I got you. If Brother Lamel will be there anytime you call. All right? I'll do whatever I can. I want people to grow. I want people to grow and I want people to live more than anything. I want people to live. For real. I want people to live. I want your family to live. I want you to be remembered. Period. I want everyone to be remembered. That's a part of our family. I want you to be remembered. I've realized what they're doing. And if we don't have this knowledge, we don't have the love. Look, after you get off of this broadcast, trust me, the men in black are going to come to you. Trust me, the men in black are going to shine the white light, bow, to try to make you forget something. And that's the love. That's the love that we got for one another. Trust me. That's the love. But don't let nothing happen to what you know in your heart. That's instinct. Truly. But with this Codex, man, this Codex is heavy, man. It's so heavy, it blew my mind. It was so heavy when the elders gave it to me, they only gave me one page. I showed people that, man. The body of the Messiah, listen, man. The body of the Messiah, when they gave it to me, they gave it to me in one page. They said, this is all you need. And when you ready, we got something else for you. And when I was ready for them, they gave me another page. Just one page. Imagine that. That I'm breaking all this stuff down from one page. I've been breaking stuff down for 4 years on broadcast since the mothership landed. Since the mothership landed. March 1st, 2017. Since the mothership landed, I've been sharing, going hard as much as I can every day on broadcasting, talking about one page that I got from a revelation. One page. Just one page. Imagine that. Imagine what you can do with it. That's what I'm telling you. That's the point. Thank you for hearts. Everybody pumping the hearts. I mean that. But imagine what you can do with this page if you master it. I didn't look, listen, when it was given to me, I didn't master it. I didn't have it mastered. I'm dead serious. When all these revelations was given to me, I was getting these pieces, bits and pieces throughout my life. I didn't know it. I'm dead serious. It just give me chills when I say it. Like I just got a chill all flowing through my body because it's literally the God honest truth. I saw all the symbols of the Codex everywhere that I went, like different portions of my life and different situations. I came across and found that symbol, whether it was a tattoo on somebody that did something or whatever for me, or it was in a place. I saw these images, and these images had a certain resonance with reality when it all folded out. When it all folded out. Hey, how you doing? Peace, Queen. You said, but yeah, definitely, it all came out like that. Shout out to Sister LaUnc in the YouTube, pumping the purple hearts. Thank you. I'm so glad that I can simulcast now. I can multicast. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that for a good 3 weeks. Remember, I was migrating from New York. I was on a run from New York, not from the police, but from the freaking everything that's going down. What's getting happen? What's getting happen? The coronavirus and all that other stuff that's happened. The shutdown, the military plan that's going on. If you're in the YouTube, also, can I get a thumbs up, please? For the people that's watching in the YouTube, please give me a thumbs up. You help the algorithm in the YouTube. Shout out to Sister LaUnc. What's up, Queen? But I had to migrate. I had to escape from New York. This is a new house. This is not New York. For all the people that's following me in the YouTube, all my peoples that's just catching back up with me, yo, I haven't been able to broadcast on YouTube, even though I could have went from my phone, but I literally couldn't sit down and do nothing for the last 3 weeks like that, because I've been doing my best to get a new home and escape New York, to the point that I was down here with no electricity in my home for a week. I was still broadcasting, charging up my phone from my car, broadcasting. Y'all didn't know that. Man, come on, man. Y'all ain't know that. Staying in a hotel, going to the studio. Y'all ain't know that. Lamel still had a smile on his face, and Lamel still kept it focused, and Lamel still gave you all that I got. And I didn't have a home to live in because I didn't want to go back to my home in New York because everything was fucked up. I'm dead serious. Everything was fucked up. It's just everything. The world shut down in New York. The whole world. My whole world. My job. Everything. Like if my means of money was shut down. Even if I wanted to get EBT food stamps or this or whatever, disability or whatever I wanted to get, you cannot get it. That shit shut down. If you have money or whatever, everything is shut down. Do you understand that? All that shit on TV is a lie. Do you understand that? Like, I had to do that. And it was something that I decided to do. They said, well, Lamel, you could have stayed up in fucking New York and been sick with everybody. Well, fuck you. I'm sorry. You'll say, you righteous, Lamel, you cussing. No, I really mean that from my heart. I really mean that from my heart, man. I had to get out of New York. And there's some people that cannot make the escape. And that's the point that I'm saying. I got my sister still in New York and my brother still in New York. They haven't even made the escape yet. Real talk. I got kids. I done took kids that ain't even mine. I got my niece and my nephew. They ain't even my kids. I got them. Y'all don't know that? Oh, y'all ain't paying attention to my life. I didn't grab kids up so they don't be sick. Do you understand that? I didn't grab kids that are mine. They're basically mine now. Do you understand that? They ain't even my kids. They not even my children, but they mine. Because I refuse to let it go down like that. I refuse totally to let it go down like that. If I got the chance to make it I'll make it. I know what is going down in New York. Y'all not going to be able to leave New York pretty soon. Ever. Ever in your life. Ever in your life pretty soon. For all the people that can make the escape, make the escape if you can. I'm dead serious. But it's going to be a day in time. If some shit happen, New York is the first place for some form of disaster or terrorism. You know that. That's the first place that they will attack for terrorism is New York. Period. Period. You know that. You knew it. You know that. It ain't no whisper in the park. You know that. At the first, thank you, Jamila, pumping the hearts. I'm pumping them with you. But you know, and I know, it's not, whatever. Guess what? If they gonna hit something, they gonna hit New York first. For real. They'll try to hit Cali too. But they'll damn sure hit New York before they'll hit Cali. Trust me on that. Alright? Just like they showed you how they hit New York with a bomb. They hit New York with a fucking bomb. You gotta think about it. They hit New York with a fucking bomb. A silent bomb. It was a dirty bomb. Y'all don't get it. This shit is military now. This shit is military. This shit is crazy. This world is fucked up now. This world is crazy, man. But I'm telling you, what's going on is what y'all need to pay attention to. And stop taking everything lightly. Every time I see y'all face, somebody asks me again, and I'm glad, a person, people ask me, what is the Purple Heart Squad for? It's just to know that you're alive, man. You got to pump your heart, man. Because it's going to come a time, we're going to be happy to see somebody pump a Purple Heart. Just to know that they're alive. I'm dead serious with what's going on. And I need y'all to pay attention to that. Alright? For real. And for the family, you already know what it is. That's why we have to have a language. We have to have a culture. We have to have something that is, literally aboriginal, man. You said, yeah. Shout out to Metatron. What's up, Metatron? Peace to you. But yeah, I'm telling you, New York, it was going down. I had to leave New York. Think about it. They shut you down, and then they tell you to be in your home, and then you got to think about it. You live in a fucking brick house. A brick house, like it's no nature around nothing. So if you wanted to go heal yourself, you're not going to be able to heal yourself anyway, because it's nothing but smoggy and shit, and you in your house, and then it's no good oxygen levels in your house. So now you're getting more sick. Come on, man. Somebody hear me. Somebody fucking hear me. Like, serious, man. Serious. I'm dead serious about this stuff. So if they forcing people, and then like I said, it's becoming military. You think you're going to be able to leave New York pretty soon? You're not. You're not going to be able to leave New York pretty soon. If you travel back and forth there. I had to get out before they shut the gates. I'm dead serious. I'm in the desert. Shout out to Sister LaUmp. But I'm dead serious what I had to go through. I had to go through some stuff, man. Word up. People don't know that. This is my real life. My real life. Think about it. And then I moved 350 miles away. to a place in Baltimore. This is Baltimore, Maryland. Yeah, I lived here before, but I don't know Baltimore like that. It's like I'm not from here, and I set up a house here. But remember, I was in my car for like 3 days fishing for a house out here like this, fishing for a house in my car, charging up my phone. Like, I'm getting me a fucking house. And I was either going to go here or Philly. And I said, man, I don't feel like going with Philly because I don't feel like dealing with Philly bullshit. But real talk, I decided to come to Baltimore. It's cool because I got my children 1 hour away. You know what I'm saying? And I can do whatever I want to do in a certain sort of fashion. But I don't know this place like that. I really don't. I'm discovering this place as I go. So I had to move without fear. And then I got kids with me too. That ain't even mine. So I got to figure out these things with these kids. And you got to think about it. Y'all already know. Come on, wink, wink. I can wink, wink on the situation. But you already know how it is, y'all. When people drop their kids off to you, what happens generally? Generally, when people drop or something happens like that, guess what happens? Generally, they don't have everything the kids need. Y'all know that. So you just do what you do. You make it happen. And I made it happen. With whatever I had, I made it happen. And say, really, Lamel? Yeah, I didn't see that part of the story. Well, hopefully you didn't see the fact that we were still smiling. We were still happy. I was still happy. I was still feeling good, still feeling joyous, still broadcasting, still serving the people. Y'all didn't see that? Because I'm a king. I'm a straight king. And hopefully you can understand what a king does. A king serves the people as well as a queen serves the people. Do you not know? Or your head is too big for the crown? Yes, I am a king. I serve my people as a king. All right? So that's what happened, and that's how it went down. That's how it went down. So with me dipping from New York, me finding a crib and everything, I had to find a crib off the internet, off my phone. I had to find a crib off the phone like this. Damn, I had the money to do it. And literally, I pulled out my last. And I didn't get no tax return. Y'all got a tax return. Lamel didn't get a tax return. Haha. But y'all got a tax return. Lamel didn't. For all the people that know what I'm talking about. Guess what? I still pulled it together for what I had. For what I had. 400 miles away. You know, I'm talking about 3,000 and some change dollars later pulling out your ass. You feel me? And then people saw it. I didn't even have a car. I had to fix my car. My car was broken. I had to get tags for my car when they shut down the damn government. Remember that? They had just shut down the DMV. I had just got my car when they shut down the DMV. Like I had to finagle the bagel. People don't know. I had to finagle the bagel to make this shit work. Because I be damn if I be riding around with hot tags. And if they lock you up, you know you're not getting out of jail. I be damn if I'm riding around with hot tags. They pull me over and say, you know what? It's the coronavirus. We're going to lock your ass up. I see you got a California license. We going to lock your ass up. You don't think of it like that. But I think of shit like that. All right? But I had to move at the same time and inform y'all to stay close. And inform y'all, look, stay with the love. Stay with this movement. Grow your food. Start growing your food. I had to inform y'all certain shit. I had to inform y'all certain things that we need to do as a movement, as a people. All right? I had to inform people that, look, this is what it is, period. For now on, this shit is like Mad Max. If you ain't trying to figure this out, then what are you doing? I'm telling you. That's what I did. All right? Real talk. I mean that. I really truly mean that. But it was real, man. It was totally, totally, totally real what I went through. You know what I'm saying? And it's real what a lot of people are going through. It's not just me. Everybody's going through something. Everybody. But I'm telling you a template story of millions of people. Of millions of people going through something. All right? But me escaping New York, I'm telling you my escape. It wasn't a fucking, I'm just moving from New York. No, it was escape. I escaped. For real, I escaped out the clutches of New York. Out the clutches of New York. I escaped. Telling you, man. Thank you, Sister Jamila Crazy. You know? But it was real, man. Thank you, Sister Nettie. Thank you, Queen. Thank you, everybody that really had my back and really support me, man. Really was there for me. Thank you, Sister Dominique. I love you. Thank you, Sister Jamila. Always there. Always there for what it's worth. And the family. Sister Jem had my back. Pushed me through something. Definitely. Pushed me through something. Sister Keisha. No joke. I ain't gonna lie to you. Clutch. Pushed me through something. Like y'all helped me get this house. Y'all don't think it. Y'all say, man, I didn't help. Y'all helped me get this house. Because at the same time, you would think about it. It takes certain things to get you to a certain place, to get you to a certain place, to get you to a certain place, to drop the bomb on another place. All right? We did this as a family. We didn't do this as an individual. I didn't do this as an individual. I did this with my family holding me down. Real talk. I'm going to keep it real. My family held me down. And y'all say, who's your family? My family is the people that's in this movement, period. I don't really have nobody else. I got my mom, my brother, and I got y'all. I got my children. That's my children. But I got y'all. That's it. Real talk. I got my mom, my brother, and I got y'all. Like, what the fuck else is going on? I mean that. My home is open for anybody that's affiliated with my movement. I'll figure out a corner to put your ass in. For real. You a part of this movement, you doing something, I'll figure out a corner to put your ass in this house. I mean that. That's how I feel about this shit. It's going to come a time where we're going to have to figure out how to shack up. But if you don't get that part, then you don't get it. You don't got no love. You don't got no real love. For real, I wouldn't got in this place if it wasn't for Dominique. Dominique really helped me out. She was fucking dumb clutch. Dumb clutch. When I say dumb clutch. Super clutch. Man, I'm telling you. And the hate is real. When I say the hate is real, the fucking hate is real. The hate is real, man. I'm happy, man. I'm like totally happy as shit. Because you know why? In this home, I can do what I want to do. It was good that I moved from New York because I got space now. I got a lot of space to do what I choose to do in here. To do what I want to do. And not pay $2,100 for a 2-bedroom apartment. Do y'all understand that? Not spending $2,100 for a 2-bedroom apartment in New York with 1 bathroom and you tight. Do you understand that? That's slavery. That's a form of slavery. That's a form of slavery to be paying that much to be living in a home infested with rats. Do you understand that? You know, it's too much. That was too much. And it's too much stress. But you know what? I was going to school in New York and I had something to do. I had something I had to accomplish. I was going to college, which I still am going to college. All right? They just turned my school into an online university. But yeah, the story is real. This story is real. That's like when I showed you that video, I made that video. That video is real. That Sojourner video ain't no joke. It ain't no joke at all. But I'm happy, man. I'm happy. And I got enough room for a lot of people. I got a whole back, a freaking back that I'm gonna turn into something. I'm telling you. You think I'm playing? You think I'm playing? Every square foot on this joint is gonna have life, some form of way. For real. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Yeah, man, it's going down. It's really going down. And I really pushed. I really pushed as hard as I can. Trust me, I pushed hard as I could. And I'm still pushing. I'm still pushing. My word. My word. But praise to the Most High God. Praise to the Most High God. You know, I got a good thing. I got a good thing going. I got love. Man, I got good love, man. I got love, man. I got love. I'm happy, man. Ain't nobody can tell me shit. I'm happy. I'm happy where I'm at. I'm truly happy where I'm at. For real. I'm truly happy where I'm at. My home is your home, yo. You treat me right, I treat you right, yo. Let's go. I'm telling you. You treat me right, I treat you right. Let's treat each other right. Let's do this. You know? But that's all I gotta say before I get off. I love y'all. For the people that are important in my life, listen, y'all know who y'all are. I don't gotta give y'all some shout outs on here. That shit don't matter. A fucking shout out don't matter to you. Fuck a shout out. You know who you are. Pump your motherfucking heart. Just like I'm pumping my heart. Just like I'm truly pumping my heart. You know who you are, man. For real, you know who you are, and there ain't no fakeness in that. I don't got, you know what I'm saying? But I love y'all, man. We've been through thick and thin. For the people that's been sticking by me a couple years on here. You know what I'm saying? A couple years on here. Staying close. Yo, I love y'all, man. We got a journey. We got a job to do, man. We got a job. And the beast is going to kick our ass if we don't do what we got to freaking do. So, I'm going to leave y'all with this before I get off. I'm going to leave y'all with this. Sorry, I was scratching my butt. I was like, he's scratching his butt. No, I was kind of like, because you sit down, man, it hurts your butt for a while, man. Damn. Say he's scratching his butt on live. No, I wasn't scratching my butt. I was actually like kind of pulling my thing a little bit. I want to say this before I get off this broadcast. I'm gonna say a prayer. I'm gonna say a prayer before I get off too. I'm gonna say a prayer before I get off. I want to leave y'all with that. But I'm happy that I have a family. I'm happy that I have y'all in my life. I'm happy this is a blessing that we have a home. This is your home as well as my home. I thank you that I have love in my life, that I'm truly happy in my life when it comes to love. I don't got to worry about shit. I really don't. I don't got to worry about nothing. I don't. I'm happy. I don't got to chase nobody. I don't got to chase nobody's tail. I don't got to do that at all. I really don't. I'm good. I'm blessed. And guess what? My family is growing. I'm nation building. If you don't know what that means, you can read between the lines, honey. I'm nation building. I'm totally nation building. And if you down with that, then come on. Come on if you down with nation building. I'm dead serious. If you down with nation building, we'll figure that one out. But that's a process to that one too. That shit just doesn't come lightly. It's definitely a process. And I got a family that I need y'all to respect, and I'm building. Your family can be my family. But at the same time, We got to do this correctly. Period. We got to do this with order. We got to do it with order. Okay, I'm going to say a prayer. We're going to do this. Woo, woo, wee, wee. I'm feeling good. We feeling good. All right, I'm not going to make this prayer all long drawn out and stuff like that. I'm going to just say some stuff that's good for all of us. All right? That's good for all of us. Hopefully it can be universal. It can be truly universal. But yeah. I'm happy, all right? I'm happy. Y'all make me happy. I love y'all. Y'all know who I love. Y'all already know. All right. Most High God, thank you for the blessing that we have here. Coming together as a small community, Most High God, quality over quantity. I thank you for everyone that has devoted their time here, that spent their time with me, that connected their family with me, Most High God, and that has made their family my family, because as well as family is familiar. So I thank you for that connection, Most High God. I ask that you bring us closer together, even though that they try to drift us apart, try to set us apart, try to divide and conquer us, Most High God. I ask that you bring our hearts closer together, that we're able to execute the plans that's necessary for our survival, as well as the nourishment of our spiritual evolution, Most High God. So with all your heavenly names, as well as your most heavenly number, which is number 1, I say amen, amen, and amun. Shu awutala. Kum. All right, y'all good money. Y'all good money. Come on. Get up. Get up. Y'all good money. Y'all get up. Y'all good money, man. Come on, man. Y'all good money, man. Y'all good money. Y'all good money. I love y'all. Thank you for everybody that stayed up. It is 1:21. We're going to check out at 1:21. All right? You already know what a 121 is. We on the East Coast. We checking out at 121. It's 12:21. I love you. You love me. Me is we. Shout out to everybody on the West Coast, California in the building. I love y'all. Shout out to everybody down south. Shout out to everybody that supported the movement. You already know what it's hitting for. You already nizzo. You already know. Please draw closer to the family. Draw closer to the family. Draw closer to the family. Come on, man. Draw closer to the family. We here. Get one of my books. Support the movement. Please support the movement. If you don't know how, let me know. I love you, Sister Dominique. You already know. Shout out to Jamila. That's my baby. Shout out to her. Shout out to Jem and the family. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Shout out to Sister Keisha. Shout out to Sister Nettie. Shout out to who else is in here? All my peoples. LaOnk. That's my baby, LaOnk. I swear. That's my baby, LaOnk. She's crazy as shit. But that's my baby. Gotta mess with her. Shout out to Sister LaOnk. Look at Akshita Vita in the building. There she go. There she go. This was an informative build. I definitely went hard on here. Shout out to everybody watching on the YouTube. I see y'all. Give me the thumbs up on the YouTube. That's right. Thank you for the thumbs up, Sister Akshita Vita. I see you. I see you. There you go. Damn. My outros be long as shit. Look, my outros be long as I don't know what. Yo, I bang with y'all. 90-day water fast. Yo, 90-day water fast. Look, man. We only got 30 days left of this shit. Hopefully